First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
No, 319. I don't think you got it, son.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. That one's good for 35 yards up.
Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
The ground and a first down.
It's a gain of 35. First down, Green Bay.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Throwing now is Rodgers. Funches has it complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Jones. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the left hash, this from 34. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Foles. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On the return is Irvin. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. From just shy of midfield, Rodgers going deep for Walker. This is caught inside the 15. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Delaney Walker, 49 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Here's Foles. And Gibbs got it. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I got Check X3, 218.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now Foles gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A very solid gain of 27. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. It's caught by Funchess. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Rodgers to throw again. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
That's right. Hey, Haywood. Check, 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 50.
Rodgers again now. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd down and 4. Foles. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That good for 22 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Packers 24, Bears 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Looking to throw again on second down. Foles. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58, right over there.
Back to throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. Lets this one rip toward Graham. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still in attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That's a game of 5.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Down goal. Hey, Echo.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
132 fighter.
Again, it's Cohen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll drop the throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Walker has it. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
General West.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And he locates Walker, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
I got you. Hey, Keaton.
Foles. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. That is caught by Cohen. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Bears on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
Exit.
Here's Foles. Going up top for Miller. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller, 38 yards. And the Bears capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. The extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half.
And the Packer 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. it's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Win 18. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that. Hey, 88, 58, 58. Hey, orbit. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 58's the money. 58's the money. Hey, come. Keep it up.
Here's Rodgers to throw. It's caught here by Adams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Jones, and able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Under. Bravo.
Now Foles. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and defensively that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Got it. Green 18.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Back north.
58, come on. 58, come on. Hey, we got.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Rodgers throwing here. Walker with a grab, left side. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Delaney Walker, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
What we got? 61, matchbox lights. Pick.
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down. Throwing again on second down. Foles. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Jones. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Packers, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next.